If you ask around to your friends and family, it's likely that you have a connection to someone who has experienced skin cancer or has died from it. This is because in the US, more people are diagnosed with skin cancer each year than all other types of cancer combined. By the age of 70, 1 in 5 Americans will develop skin cancer. Now, these facts are scary, but studies show that the use of sunscreen greatly reduces the risks of developing skin cancer. But many people continue to ignore the facts surrounding proper sunscreen use. I'd like to address the misconception that only people of light skin can develop skin cancer. While it is true that certain types of skin have higher chances of developing it, it does not exclude people who tan or people with dark skin from developing it. As well, often people only use sunscreen on specific outings like going to the beach or things of that kind, but regular use of sunscreen is shown to be the most effective. As well, there are proper and improper ways to apply sunscreen. Now, I want to address all of these things, but first, I'd like to start by explaining how chronic sun exposure affects the human body. Now, ultraviolet or UV rays inflict damage on cells. Damage to skin is repairable, but only to a certain extent. Your body can only take so much. When UV exposure surpasses what the body can repair, the result is permanent damage to cells. Cancer develops when DNA cells that regulate growth are affected by the UV rays. This causes them to bind together and form cancerous masses. Ultraviolet rays are considered to be a carcinogen. This means that it is a substance capable of causing cancer in living cells. While some substances simply initiate the cancer process, UV rays are a complete carcinogen. This means that they initiate, promote, and advance the progression of cancerous cells. UV rays also suppress the immune system's ability to respond to damage. Excessive tanning, both naturally and in tanning beds, is the leading cause of skin cancer. Despite being cleared by the FDA, tanning beds are dangerous to use, especially in excess. Professionals note that tan skin being popularized accounts for some of the increase in skin cancer over the years. So limiting UV exposure is equally important to applying sunscreen. Tanning, as opposed to burning, does not mean that your skin isn't being damaged. Those who burn do run higher risks of developing skin cancer, but tanning does not make someone immune from sun damage. Becoming tan is actually the body's response to damage, but long term, the body's ability to defend itself from UV rays is diminished from repeatedly repairing damage and the impact of the rays on the immune system. But all these risks don't have to stop you from enjoying the sun. So let's go over some important protective measures that should be taken. Proper sunscreen use and limitation of ultraviolet ray exposure is necessary to leading a healthy lifestyle. Sunscreen works by absorbing UV light. Without sunscreen, the skin is absorbing all the rays it's exposed to. A relatively thick layer of sunscreen is necessary to receive the full benefits of its UV protection. Anytime you're going to be in the sun for an extended period of time, you should wear sunscreen. You should not just wear sunscreen when you're going to the beach or anywhere like that. The sun's rays are always damaging, and they should be treated as such. The best way to ensure you are protected is making applying sunscreen a part of your everyday routine. There's also several important things to keep in mind when planning a long day in the sun. Reapply your sunscreen often. This is especially true when you're going swimming. Sweat will also work to wash away your protection. Make sure you're reapplying it to all of your exposed areas. Also important is just taking breaks from the sun. Getting out of the sun allows your body to repair itself without further UV damage. Taking these breaks reduces your exposure to long-term UV radiation as well. Importantly, you must be aware of at-risk parts of your body. Your shoulders and your face are going to get a lot of sun. You should try to cover these areas as much as possible on bright days. The scalp is an often forgotten part of the body, but this is a serious mistake because sunspots that develop under the hair often go unseen for a long time. So in short, ultraviolet rays are dangerous to humans in the long term because of the cancer-causing ability that they have. Wearing sunscreen is important because it reduces the exposure to these rays and therefore lowers the risks of skin cancer. These facts show that UV ray exposure causes skin cancer. Science backs that sunscreen protects people from this negative effect. So really, it's hard to understand why some people choose not to wear sunscreen, yet this continues to be a common occurrence. I hope this will change. Thank you.